Timberwolves look to take charge here at the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Blazers coming to town, hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it going to be just hype, or will it be reality? We will find out here soon enough, along with the fans in this arena and the people watching at home.
And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
Now, here's Barrett. Following the miss by Ja Morant. Doncic outside. Just 5 on the clock. Off target at the rim. First quarter, just over a minute played. Brown outside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
Now, Doncic. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. It's the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
Now, he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Now, here's Doncic. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Screen by Capella. Here's Washington. They kick out to Hill. Pass to Capella. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Doncic. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Barrett for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
Here's Morant. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Brown with the bucket.
And, you know, we've seen Brown accept more responsibility over time on offense, including taking these quick shots.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Mobo. To the middle. Here's Barrett. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Here's Morant. He has yet to score. Back to Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's Washington.
From the floor to start. That's always a good sign.
Outside Williams. Back to Doncic. Wembanyama, a screen. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Morant surveying the D. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella's so good at finishing around the rim, showing you right there. Great explosiveness inside.
Williams with the ball. Doncic with it. He's covered by Brown. Back to Williams. They set the pick. The three for Doncic. That one doesn't drop. Timberwolves leading by 3. Now here's Brown. He's got 8. And he drives in. And the dunk by Brown.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. The defense has no idea what to do with it.
On the wing, Doncic. Onside, Barrett. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Barrett's got 5 points so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Morant. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. Here's Mobo. Here's Doncic. Guarded by Morant. Down low. Here's Mobo. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Another great pass from Doncic. You pretty much expect him to tally double-digit assists every game.
To the wing on the left. Morant with a wide-open look. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So both teams changing it up here. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Pass to Martin. Back to Doncic. Over Brown. A nice shot by Doncic.
Doncic showing you his smarts there because he really sized up the situation and took advantage of what the defense gave him.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
And that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
So it's Portland now after the basket by Minnesota. Who's watching it? The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Williams for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
And here's Morant. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And the 3 off target. Portland leading. Doncic outside. Outside Williams. Back to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
They set the pick. Pass to Song. To the paint. They kick out to Hield. Drummond the screen. Puts it up. Tries again. Eubanks grabs the miss. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Now Doncic. Pass Pass to Aldama. Doncic feeling it out. Here's Eubanks. And taken away by Brown. Goes up. And Sarr throws it down.
Brown making things happen with his defense. Catches them off guard and wastes no time starting the break.
Doncic outside. 6 points for him. Right side, Martin. Pass to Aldama. Fires for three. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. .35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Sarr with it. Back to Hield. Up and in on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Pippen. Wembanyama outside. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Portland?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Another thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
To the left side wing. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Eubanks. Over Drummond. And it's sent back by Drummond. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Minnesota in the lead. Here's McCain. Hasn't made one yet. Morant with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Walker. Rebound by the Trailblazers. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Pippen with it. He's picked up by Morant. Inside. Pippen outside. Back to Aldama. LeVert from outside. The shot comes out. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to McCain. Outside, Walker. Morant, left side. Fires the 3. The rebound by Pippen. Portland trailing here. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Pass to McCain. Shoots the three. Portland grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Wembanyama outside. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Out to the right wing. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
They set the pick. Here's McConnell. Mobo with the rebound.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
It's Barrett on the wing. Spins. Pass to Wembanyama. Goes back up. Sarr's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 4. Outside, Barrett. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jarris Walker. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pippen outside. Wembanyama, right side. Wembanyama's got 4 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
In the corner, it's Soft. Second shot opportunity. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Pass to Walker. Back to McConnell. There's a screen to the inside. In the corner, Drummond with it. And here's Walker outside. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Wembanyama, a screen to the right side. And stolen by Song. Pass to McConnell. Fires from the wing. And he knocks down the jumper. McConnell's got his first 2 points of the night. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Portland. 6-point game. Outside Barrett. Here's Wembanyama. Off target from the baseline.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now, here's McConnell. To the paint. Here's Sarr. Back to McConnell. Drummond a screen. To the middle. And stolen by Wembanyama. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding. Let him eat.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. So both teams making some changes here. Timberwolves trail by 8. And here is Hield. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Morant outside. Tries to save it. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Wembanyama for 3. A rebound by Washington. Minnesota with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Greg, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Out to Barrett. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. 1:19 left in the first half of the game. Hield outside. Brown outside. Wants to get it to Barrett and does. Doncic outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Barrett. Wembanyama, a screen. Barrett, no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Hield outside. There's a screen by Washington. Back to Morant. The 19-footer is on the money. Morant's got his second bucket.
And how about the catch and fire there from Morant? He's got the endless confidence in his ability.
Now, Doncic. 6 points for him. Doncic sticking it from way outside. Morant outside. Get off in time. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Hield. On the wing, Brown. From the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Timberwolves. And talking about Buddy Hield, he is someone you can definitely count on. He can score from any place.
Yeah, he's got great range, and his durability is just as impressive as his stroke. You know, most seasons, Buddy Hield plays in 80 or more games, and that is very much a rarity these days. And he's also a 40% career shooter from 3. So he can space the floor, and you know he's going to be on the floor whenever it's game time.
On the wing, Brown. Morant outside. Lock at 6. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trailblazers leading by 9. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The three for Doncic. It's hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Morant outside. Pass to Washington. They kick out to Hield. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Williams. Back to Doncic. Rebound, Minnesota.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Pass to Hield. Back to Morant. No good on the shot. Nice D from Doncic. Trailblazers leading by 9. Outside Williams. Back to Doncic. Here's the screen. Down low. Here's Eubanks. Basket good. Eubanks got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
Boy, with the basketball IQ of a 15-year vet, Doncic makes plays that even veterans struggle with.
Here's Brown. Oh, yes, he did.
He's here, guys.
Doncic with it. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Williams. Now Barrett from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now here's Morant for 3. Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. An almost entirely new group here for Portland.
Substitution on the court.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's Tyson. Now Eldama. Out to Doncic. Doncic attacks. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Minnesota has possession. Now here's Morant. Pass to Washington. Back to Morant. That shot misses. Nice D from Doncic. And here's Portland. They lead by 7. Aldama with the ball. Doncic outside. There's a screen by Aldama. Outside for Wembanyama. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that's 18 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Zero hesitation from Wemby. Coming into the league, just trusting his jump shot.
Morant outside. Here's Brown. shot clock. Reset for the Timberwolves. A putback. Portland leading by 10. And here is Doncic. He's got 9. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Doncic. Wembanyama left side. No good with the triple. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Here's Morant. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods, the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. Screen by Capella. Brown drives in. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Trailblazers leading by 10. Right side, Pippen. Wembanyama, left side. Over Drummond. Wembanyama, no good. So it's the Timberwolves now. Brown outside. Can they get it? The shot, no good. Williams with the ball. He has 6. Pass to LeVert. Here he goes. The kick out to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama for 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Hield. There's the 3. Hands it from downtown. Hield's got his second bucket tonight.
Leave it to Hield to respond. A consistent three-point sniper.
Williams a screen. Here's Pippen. And Sarr pulls it down. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's McConnell. On the wing, Hield. On the corner. And it's good off the back rim and in. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
Talk about being shot ready. Hield catches and fires as fast as pretty much anybody in the league.
Wembanyama, a screen. The kick out to Williams. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Aldama with the ball. Now defended by Sarr. Offensive rebound. Here's Wembanyama. No can do. Misses for the 6th time and 15 shots from the floor.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Pass to Brown. Fader on the way. Portland grabs the miss. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Now Pippen. No scoring in this one. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. Even then, it's just not a good play.
And that's what you want to see from Wemby. He's at his best when he's in attack mode.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Hield. From deep. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. That's 10 points for Buddy Hield.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. 7-point differential. And here is Doncic. LeVert with a wide open look. Drops one in from the wing. LeVert's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Trailblazers. McConnell with it. Walker with a clean look. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
One of the key components of Drummond's game is an intimidating presence on the offensive glass.
Pass to Mobo. Doncic outside. Lets it go with a 3. Bangs on the trifecta. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Back to McConnell. Over Doncic. And the shot no good, a bit short. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Trailblazers. The 3. Rebound Andre Drummond.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to McCain. Takes a 3. Eubanks grabs the miss. Trailblazers leading by 10. Here's Doncic. Here's Mobo. Now LeVert. 5 to shoot. There's the pick.
Fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
Now McConnell. Drummond a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Gets a hand on it. And Drummond is right there.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Doncic outside. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
Nice work from Doncic, doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He knows every possession is critical now. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Now here's Payne. Outside Williams. Right side Barrett. Here's Eubanks. The baseline jumper goes down.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And here is Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Portland leading by 10. Payne with it. There's a good screen. Here's Barrett. Takes it inside.
Explosive off the bounce with great body control. Barrett's most effective when going downhill.
There's Morant. Outside, Walker. Launches it. Carries it from three-point range. McCain's got it back down to single digits for the Timberwolves. Now Payne. Down low. In the corner, Eubanks with it. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Basket counts. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Wembanyama with it. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Wembanyama's got 10 points here in the second half.
And this is why many are excited about Wembanyama's future. Such a unique, versatile player and scorer.
Morant, right side. Shoots over Payne. Portland grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Wembanyama looking it over. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Pass to McCain. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the paint. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now here's Payne. Aldama inside. And Aldama slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. Just not his night offensively. That's part of why they fell behind.
Pass to Barrett. Back to Wembanyama. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Here's Morant. And it's denied. Wembanyama with it. A fader. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here's Morant. Looking to end his cold spell. And he goes right over Luka Doncic and slams it down.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Wembanyama outside. Out to the wing. Pass to Doncic. 4 on the clock. Back to Wembanyama. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Healed outside. Morant outside. Screen by Capella. And finished off by Morant.
This is how athletic Morant is. A point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
It's Wembanyama at the elbow.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
6 to shoot. Outside for Wembanyama. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Trailblazers.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep, even though it is a small number. Still nice to get that sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
It's stolen by Martin. So the Trailblazers win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home.